This is McCook's Mr. Billson. Honored to have you here. I'm out here doing a favor for a rancher and farmer. That's right. We're looking for rattlesnakes. Cut their numbers if we can. Make it a little safer place to work for him, for his pets, and for his hired hands. I do it with my BB pistol. Absolutely. Without mercy, I kill them. The same mercy they gave my 4 dogs when I had a farm, and they bit all 4 of them, and 2 died. And those dogs, they were family. With that in mind, farmers and almost everyone else has a dark side, and they have a blind side. So today we talk about the blind side. The blind side is pretty simple. I said simple. It's that they assume everything is going to stay the same. Everything's going to stay the same. If it's really good, they assume it'll never end. It'll never end. And it's not a new thing. Remember back in the fur trading days, they were killing all the beaver, making a ton of money. Somebody was, absolutely. They thought it would never end. But within 20 years, it had slowed down to a trickle. Absolutely. Just as the buffalo, they thought that would never end. Well, back in the 1970s, the crop prices skyrocketed. Wheat was incredible priced. Went to $5 a bushel. $5 a bushel. They were tearing up land that should never have been busted up and planting wheat. They put it in hills and canyons that a tractor was at a 45-degree angle trying to plant. People lost their lives planting that kind of thing and harvesting it, absolutely. There was no question that it wasn't going to work, but they did it anyway. And the people that made all that money, even my friends over there north of Palisade, that's right, the first thing they did, they made so much money, they bought themselves a brand new car and bought their teenage son a brand new car. They spent money like drunken sailors, never thinking for a second to save any. Friends at Culberson at the same time period, they made the best year they'd ever made, and they'd been farming for 40 years. 40 years. And so they went out and spent and bought all new equipment and everything, and talking about buying land, thank God they didn't. And they survived, because the next 2 years were the hardest and the worst years they ever had. The worst years they ever had. And a sad one up there north of Hamlet, that's right, north of Hamlet, that guy had 5,000 acres. 5,000. He was already a millionaire. He was already a millionaire. But he took, and because he made so much money, he bought the high-priced land, because land prices skyrocketed. And he bought it, and the banks let him get deep in debt buying that land. The next 2 bad years broke him, though, and he lost everything. He lost everything. Because he assumed those prices would stay up, and they didn't. They dropped just as fast as they went up. So if by chance you hit a bundle of money, or maybe the lottery, or whatever way that you get money you didn't expect, or as much as you expected, you got a lot more, maybe you ought to save some for a rainy day. And for sure, understand that good times never stay. Because just as the climate changes 4 times a year, you can guarantee it, you can also guarantee that money fluctuates just as rapidly, and it can destroy you, or it can give you a blessing. Use the intelligence God gave you